Hello. Okay, well, you can see that I'm talking about Sniper Wolf. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure what happened, but on Twitter I saw people talking about how she doxed someone named, something, I can't remember his name. But I wanted to check it out, so I searched it up, and now I'm going to react to this 50-minute video about Sniper Wolf. I might cut out some parts, I might not, I don't know. Let's get started.
Videos because who is gonna help me record my videos? I need someone to help me record videos. And honestly, I don't want to get in my personal life and be like, but I like go psycho, like I go crazy if he doesn't help me record my videos. So I'm like, if you don't want any.
Although the Sniper Wolf YouTube channel has since shifted to focus on other content other than gameplay footage, Yun still plays a pivotal role in the operation of the Sniper Wolf YouTube channel through directing, filming, content gathering, overall strategy and direction, and marketing, among other things.
Problems, you can help me record my videos because I will make your life hell.
Sniper Wolf is a very popular creator on YouTube. Despite her growth in popularity over the years, however, she has gained a lot of criticism for many different scandals. Sniper Wolf, otherwise known as Leah, had a different channel many years ago where a lot of her controversies stemmed from. But as time went on, a lot of these issues made their way over to her current YouTube channel as well. This is because despite the name change, her persona still remains the same, which is that of a pretty crappy person. Leah started out with gaming content and has evolved into reacting to TikTok videos where she gains millions upon millions of views. Recently, she has been called out by other creators, including myself, but most notably by a YouTuber named Jax Films. Jax Films has been criticizing her for her reaction videos being done unethically, as her reactions barely fall under the guides of fair use. And even then, falling under fair use seems to be inconsistent for her, especially when she puts a TikTok in her video and forgets to react to it entirely. But another situation has been brought to light recently that seems to be even worse. Many are now questioning if this is the beginning of Sniper Wolf's fall from grace, as there is now potentially a new lawsuit on her horizon. I have been gone for a few weeks as I have just gotten married in the middle of September.
There's been multiple? I haven't been super up to date with Sniper Wolf. I mean, I watched her a lot when I was younger, but then my parents didn't really want me watching her, so I stopped and I just kind of fell out of interest. I'm still subscribed to her, although I might unsubscribe now. But yeah, I was still subscribed to her, but I just didn't watch her. Like, I subscribed to her like about beginning of the year-ish, around that, maybe February, and then I just didn't watch her because I wasn't really interested. So I don't really know what's been happening. Chat. Okay. No. Okay, I'll do that later.
And I have returned to a bunch of you requesting that I discuss this new legal scandal involving Sniper Wolf. When I first heard the words,
while Shelesh was the face of the Sniper Wolf YouTube channel, Yun is and was at all times heavily involved in the creation, content, and operations of the Sniper Wolf YouTube channel, including, but not limited to, concept, origination, and development, script writing, directing, video editing, posting finished videos to the channel, and market research and analysis, among other things.
Sniper Wolf and lawsuit in the same sentence, I immediately thought that this was going to be some kind of copyright issue with her content, considering the volume of criticism her videos have been receiving. Oh, and by the way, that criticism has been taking a toll on her if you peek at her like to dislike ratios on her new videos. But my initial assumptions on this lawsuit were wrong. This actually seems to be a very unexpected legal complaint made by Sniper Wolf's future ex-husband slash ex-boyfriend Evan Young, rather known as Sausage. Yeah, it appears that she may have lied about her relationship on top of everything else.
And today I am here with Mr. Snossage, aka Evan, aka my boyfriend.
But we'll save that for later. Comments on my previous Sniper Wolf video have directed me to videos by Atozy and Oompaville, two great creators who have also covered many of Sniper Wolf's other scandals. I will link both of their new videos on this subject below. In both Atozy and Oompaville's videos, they have mentioned obtaining this illegal complaint from another creator and lawyer known as the Mad Catster. The Mad Catster has also made a video on this subject, which I will also link below, and I highly recommend you check it out because he goes over many details in this situation, and he was the first person to bring this situation to light. Doing my own research on this situation, I could only find documentation that this legal complaint has been made, not the complaint itself. And with that, I have reached out to the Mad Catster to see if I can find out more regarding this legal complaint, and he was kind enough to send it my way to look over, and that is a big part of today's video. I want to give an extra big thank you to him because this document highlights so many inconsistencies on Sniper Wolf's channel that we have previously mentioned and others have as well. It also solidifies a lot of claims and assumptions that people have had over the years. I highly recommend you check out the Mad Catster's channel, and like I said,
The controller was... She wasn't actually playing the game. So she probably stole the clips from someone, or someone was playing the game that she knows and then they sent it over to her so she could lie to people. Like, at least turn the controller on, bro. That's funny.
leave him linked below. There are also updates to the situation regarding Sniper Wolf and Jack's films that we will be discussing today, so please stick around as we once again discuss Leah, aka Sniper Wolf, aka Sexy Sniper. For those of you who do not know, I have made two previous videos on Sniper Wolf, one in February of 2022, and then the other one a few months ago talking about a situation going on with Jack's films. In both of those videos, I have updates for you, pretty significant updates. But before I get into those updates, I want to go through a little bit of a recap.
A not so brief recap.
Now, in case you did see my two previous videos on the subject but may need a little bit of a refresher, Sniper Wolf is a very large YouTuber who currently reacts to TikTok videos for her young fan base. The reason that I say young fan base is because it is assumed that her fan base is made up of mostly kids because they are the only people who seem to not care about the other things that Sniper Wolf...
I mean, I was like 11 or so when I watched her. My dad and mom didn't want me watching her because they thought that she was a little inappropriate, like how she dressed and sat and her body language. Not like body, I don't really know, I can't remember exactly what they said, but it was in that area of reasons to not let me watch. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Okay, anyways, continue.
Has done and been accused of over the past decade. Most kids don't really care about the scandals behind their favorite YouTube creator. They are more likely to continue idolizing them. And this unfortunately enables that creator to continue doing negative behaviors even if they get a bit of backlash from people who aren't.
Well, I mean, I guess. Well, would that mean that a bunch of children are supporting Hatsumi and was still supporting Senna before she apologized to, well, made that explanation video. Anyways, I don't want to turn this into a gotcha thing. Alright. Okay, continue.
Their audience, they are still reaping the rewards of their fan base because their minds remain unchanged. But if you are a fan of Sniper Wolf, which I'm sure a handful of you are because every time I make a video on Sniper Wolf, her fans are always raiding my comment section, I don't actually blame her audience for her actions because her actions are the fault of her own. And as I've mentioned several times when talking about Sniper Wolf, because a lot of her scandals do go back many years, I do believe people can change if they have the desire to, and there have been many examples of this. But as I've stated several times, Sniper Wolf, in my opinion, shows zero growth from the type of person she used to be years ago. It wasn't just that she did a couple negative things over a decade ago that was resurfacing. It's the fact that she did a couple negative things years ago and continued to do negative things all the way up to the current day. The only thing that she has developed is the skill to present herself as a family-friendly and brand-friendly channel. To this day, she still treats other YouTubers poorly. She seems to show a pattern of dishonesty. It appears that she still fails to take much, if any, part in her own content creation. And now we have a legal complaint that has many accusations that could potentially back up a lot of the criticisms that people have had for her over the years. So no, this isn't to attack anybody who is a fan of her. This isn't an attempt to bring up one thing she said 10 years ago in an attempt to cancel her or scrutinize her. This is to show a consistent pattern of behavior that has gone on for many, many years, and now we have another source of information to back up a lot of claims and criticisms that people have had for her over the years. And who knows, maybe this will finally be the turning point where she starts to make a positive change. I doubt it though. When it comes to Sniper Wolf, there is a laundry list of controversies that
Okay, so this is just a recap on her issues. I'm going to skip all the way to here. Just because I don't want to make this like a super long thing.
This video is already extremely long, so I will likely do a more in-depth video on this entire separate situation in the future, but there are still people who Leah has hurt years ago that are still dealing with a lot of issues due to the things she has done to them a while back. There are other creators out there, one being a creator named Enigma Hood, who I have talked about in my first video on Sniper Wolf, who to this day is still dealing with repercussions of having a back and forth with Sniper Wolf years and years later. Enigma Hood made a plethora of videos criticizing Sniper Wolf for the way she treated her fans, among other controversies as well. According to him and some screenshots he shared, one of the ways Sniper Wolf retaliated was by liking racist tweets directed towards him. She then tried to get his videos removed by filing DMCA takedowns, which required Enigma Hood to provide his legal name and private information to dispute. When someone files a DMCA takedown, in this case Sniper Wolf, they can eventually see the other person's docs. After obtaining Enigma Hood's personal information, Sniper Wolf went on to make this video where she claimed that Enigma Hood was a child predator. This is an extremely bold accusation to make. Sniper Wolf allegedly claimed that the reason you can't find any of this information online if you search it now is because the publicized documents she found were allegedly removed. I'm not confident in saying that this is impossible, but I do assume that this is highly unlikely to be what happened. Not to mention the fact that Enigma Hood claimed that this was a blatantly false allegation and took legal action against Sniper Wolf over this. This was a huge situation back when it originally happened, as it not only displays how far she is willing to go to take down others, but censor them as well. Unfortunately, it's something that many have forgotten about in the current day. And there are others out there who have been negatively affected by her, by the way that she had treated them, and I would like to dive deeper into that in another video, since this one has gotten to such an extreme length at this point. Please let me know your thoughts on everything we had to discuss today down in the comments below. Thank you so much if you've made it all the way to the end of this video. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video.
Oh my goodness. Usually I'd be upset about like, oh, my childhood YouTubers are turning bad. But no, Sniper Wolf was always bad and I never knew anything about it. Oh. Okay, I'm going to unsubscribe to Sniperwolf because I do not want to support someone like that. Oh. Okay, well, sorry I skipped a lot of the video. I just didn't want you guys to have to put up with, because with the 50 minutes, I would also be pausing it and commenting about it, and then it probably turned into an hour. And I don't want to make an hour-long video because that's annoying. I would post this on Bow Theory, but I feel like it'll get more views on my main channel, so I'll post this on Bow Animates. Yeah. I feel like I should have watched a little more, but I might not for sure, I might make a part 2. The session is about 3 minutes, so we'll watch this section as well.
Now, here's the thing, she might not be as awful as some of the other creators we have talked about here on this channel when regards to causing other people harm, but that doesn't mean she never caused anybody harm. In the past, Sniperwolf has had a very negative reputation for being really nasty to other female streamers, creators, and other women online, and this is something that I discussed again in my previous video. One of the people she was really nasty to was a creator named Girl Gone Gamer. In the earlier days of Sniperwolf, her and another creator named Girl Gone Gamer, as well as many other creators on YouTube at the time, would create a lot of videos centered around games like Call of Duty and other FPS games, and it got them a lot of attention from a wide audience. At this time, however, Sniperwolf made a very huge accusation against Girl Gone Gamer that she was allegedly faking her gameplay videos, which eventually became very detrimental towards Girl Gone Gamer's career online. This is where a lot of criticism for Sniperwolf began, because while Sniperwolf was calling out Girl Gone Gamer for allegedly faking her gameplay videos, a lot of people were calling Sniperwolf out for faking her gameplay videos as well. Now, out of everything we discuss in this recap, I want you to put a pin in this and remember this part, because this is extraordinarily important for what we get into throughout the remainder of this video. Just remember the Girl Gone Gamer situation, that's all you have to know. There was also a lot of criticism of Sniperwolf being a hypocrite because she would be really nasty to other creators and would make fun of them or call them hoes or make fun of their appearances, while anytime anybody would give her any type of criticism, whether it be on the nasty side or constructive side, she would just label anyone as a hater. I hope all my haters die! And this wasn't something that has just happened back in the day. No, this goes up to current day. In fact, I bet you right now you can go into my comment section and find at least a few comments of people calling me a jealous hater because she's a very large YouTuber and I'm not as big as her, which is funny because that is one thing I praised her for in my previous videos. I said that it was a very phenomenal thing that she could create a channel and be so successful online. I might not be a fan of her content, I definitely might not like her as a person, but I do commend the success that she gains, or at least I did. We'll get into why my opinions on this have changed later, but to sum it up really quick, shocker, she allegedly isn't even the person behind her own success. One of the most ironic things is that she allegedly used to false flag, false DMCA, and false copyright people who would make videos criticizing her. Now, if you're lost on the irony with this, it's because she abuses fair use on YouTube all the time with the way she reacts to TikTok videos. She also still continues to be extremely nasty to people who give her criticism, such as the way she talked about Jack's films for criticizing her and the way that she creates her content in a non-transformative way.
Okay. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say. Usually I'd be like super upset and try and be like, oh, that sucks. It sucks that such an amazing person would suddenly turn bad. But like I said before, she was, and like this person's been saying, she has always been bad. So I don't really feel, I mean, of course it's upset about what she's doing currently, but it's less upsetting because she's always been like this. I never really knew that she did anything bad, but yeah, I'm just not as upset knowing that she's always been doing this, and it's not really a big surprise to other people. I still am upset, just not as upset as I usually would be with other people, such as Hatsumi Ryu or other YouTubers. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Bye. I'm gonna go and subscribe to Sniper Wolf now.